Hello everyone, where are we today? Well, we're out in the X19 and we're at Looe again. It's a cold day, a bit overcast, but the sun comes in every now and again. And right over there is the United States of America, New York. And 180 degrees past the island, that island there where Jesus is supposed to have set foot back in the day. And 180 degrees around is Plymouth, where the Pilgrim Fathers came from. The tide's out. As I've said, you can walk across to the island there when the tide's further out. And I had a bit of a thing with the car yesterday morning when it was lovely, bright and sunny, but freezing cold. It wouldn't start. It went roo, 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 roo. And I thought, oh, what is it? And there used to be a book called Zen and the Art of Looking After Your VW. I had a camper van, split screen. And he said, relax. And there's a lot to that. So I thought, well, I'll check the fuel and all the rest of it. And I thought it's probably the battery, even though it was cranking, it didn't have enough to crank and ignite. So I just relaxed. Best thing to do if you can. Took the battery out, took it into the house and charged it up overnight, over the afternoon, and then put it in this morning. And of course, first turn of the key and whoomph. And there's a lot to be said for, not going into too much, trying to look for problems. Oh, look, the sun's come out. And I've just been smoking a cigar here today, and another thing about the X19 is, people come and chat. I had one of those. Fella's just been going past and he said, oh yeah, my wife had one and they rusted. Well, all cars used to rust. But anyway, I've had a beautiful drive here today, and I shall pop into a pub on the way back. And quite a few of the viewers I see live in America or Japan and places, and I hope you get to come over here and enjoy some of Cornwall especially. It's a beautiful place. That's where I've just been sat having a cigar, and there's a fella on the internet that tells you how to smoke cigars, and they are a pleasant thing as long as you don't overdo it. But the main thing is, don't forget, never smoke a cigar with the band on it. You look a bit of a cad perhaps. But anyway, here we are, and it's nice having you with me on these trips, having someone to talk to and share it all with. That's up there where told you before, where the monastery was. But as you can see, it's calm, reasonably calm, because it's an easterly. There's a high pressure over the North Sea and over that way. But yes, that's what the problem was with it yesterday. Just the battery. So I've got a battery charger I bought back in 1980 when I had the Volkswagen camper van, because that only had a little 6-volt battery, and I was having to charge that up nearly every night. But anyway, that's the thing today. If you've got a problem with the car, don't go in a fuss like I used to and think, oh, it must be this and that, the other. It's probably something simple. They're a very basic car, the engine. And as I said, just charging it up and doing something else. I did some gardening instead while the battery was charging up. Let's go across the road and you'll get a view of the car and the view. As you see, it's quiet here in the winter. But I hope you do manage to get over here if you're in Japan or America or Italy or wherever. It's a lovely place to come, and there's always someone that comes along and says, I used to have one of these, or somebody will say, oh, it's a TR7, isn't it, or things like that. But they're all pleasant people. I've never met an unpleasant person. So here's where I come today, a cigar, a pint of beer on the way home. Lots of people walking their dogs. Just to think, perhaps Jesus did go to that island. I mean, they did trade for tin, and there's all sorts of metals around here, tin and gold and all the metals you can think of. If you're a geologist, you'll know that. Anyway, there we are, not a lot about it. Dear Hassan, he certainly did make me think. Just an old man with a car. Well, I am an old man with a car, but it's a companion as well, just like all of you are. So thanks for watching the channel, and I hope you get some pleasure out of it. That's all from here, from Looe in Cornwall today. If there's anything else you'd like to watch on the channel, anything else about the car or something, let me know in the comments. I try and reply to all of them. Well, try. I do reply if I sit down on the phone. Anyway, all the best to you all. Bye-bye then. See if I can press the little button. Goodbye.